everyone, Shira here. It's Thursday, November 25th, and a week from today I will be in Toronto. Last Shabbos, I was in Beit Shemesh for Machon English speaker Shabbaton. It was a lot of fun. I had a really good time. It was my first Shabbos I wasn't at family, so it was it was nice to have a little bit of a different experience for Shabbos, even sleeping at strangers' houses, which was like, we always keep saying, oh, that's so seminary, but I had a really good time. There were 5 of us on this Shabbaton. There are a lot more English speakers than the 5 of us who went, but as I said in my last video, most of them are married and have kids, so I'd assume that it's very hard to get out for Shabbos when you have a husband and children to worry about. On Friday, we got up really early and got out to Beit Shemesh pretty early in the morning, so we had time to do an activity before Shabbos, because Shabbos is quite early. This starts at 4:15. Our rabbi who hosted the Shabbaton, he took us through one of the caves near Beit Shemesh, the Bar Kokhba caves. I was really, really into them. Really a lot of fun. I hadn't really done any of that kind of getting dirty teal type of thing in a couple of years, so it was really great, crawling on your hands and knees, fitting through holes that look impossibly small, and getting really dirty in the process. I'll tell you, the highlight of the Shabbaton was when my friend got stuck in one of the holes. I'm sure she won't mind me telling you the story. I'm not going to name any names just in case she really does care, but I think everybody who matters knows who it is and how it happened. There's this one hole that really looked too small for even me to fit through, and I'm not really that big. Our rabbi who was leading the way, he went through first. He had to struggle a little bit, but he got through, and the first girl in line went through, no problem. Second girl, she crawling, going through, and then she suddenly stopped crawling, and it took the 3 of us who were still on the other side of the hole a few seconds to realize that she was stuck, and we're like, oh my gosh, she's stuck, what are we gonna do? And first we were nervous, and then the sight just, that was it. We could not stop laughing. At first we felt bad that we were laughing, but then when we realized she had totally sealed the hole so no sound could transfer through, we just let ourselves go, and we were laughing hysterically because, I'm telling you, I promise you, this was the funniest thing I've seen in my entire life. If you want a visual of it, I'm not going to show you a picture of her bottom half sticking out of the hole, but this should give you a good idea of what it looked like, and basically of what we did. But yeah, seriously, it's not even like you had to be there type of thing. Just picture it. Needless to say, she got out eventually, but, for it to happen to, it had to happen to her, because only somebody like her could really take this the right way and not be embarrassed about such a thing. Is it normal that I'm this excited to go back to Toronto? It's not like I have a calendar counting down the days, but, I'm just really looking forward to being back home in my house with my family and seeing my extended family and spending time with my friends who I really miss a lot. These are my friends who I've, some of them I've been friends with since I was in elementary school. Some of them I'm friends with since high school, and these are my, true friends. If you spend a year apart in seminary and afterwards you can still get back together and, be friends. It really worked out that my brother's bar mitzvah is going to be over Hanukkah because I go to a Jewish school, so no school on Hanukkah. I was going to miss anyways 2 days of school beforehand, and my original plan was to travel back to Israel during Hanukkah so I wouldn't miss any more school afterwards. But in the end, as I'm going through this whole homesickness situation, I decided that it would be worth it for me to stay an extra Shabbos. Because, I'm going to be missing 2 more days of school after Hanukkah because of that, but you know what? It'll be worth it. It'll be hard to make up school, but it'll be worth it. So yeah, leaving to Toronto in 4 days. I'll be in Toronto for 11 days, and then I'm back in Israel for the long haul. This time, 7.5 months until either see my family or go back home. So, I'm trying not to think about that. No, I'll be okay. So, that's it for me. I gotta go run all these errands that I have to run. I'll see you next week, and where I'll probably be recording in Toronto. Alright, bye.